So here we are.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. We're back.
What's our intro? Do we have an intro?
Bum 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 but on Dungeons and Dummies.
I feel like it needs to be like a flute, like a Baroque flute, like
a champagne bottle.
An ocarina or something.
Anyway,
we're back with another episode. And the dog is our special guest.
Guinness is involved. He's on top of this one.
So, first things first.
I'm the realist.
Nathan, I would like you to know that if you notice, half elf.
I saw the one he is. I saw it. I'm impressed.
Not elf.
You are half elf. Yes, you are, sir.
Right. So I'm in it to win it.
Yes.
That better be part of your backstory. That why you have like one, like that's just how the gene and human things came out. One elf your camp and the other one was human.
Can I do
Yes,
that?
you can do that. Yes, you can do that. Once again, there's not a whole lot that you can't do with this, guys. Like I want you to be as creative as possible, as long as it's like actually some sort of a fitting story. It can be silly, it can be weird.
Oh,
He lost the ear in a mining accident.
And that's why I was hiding.
Heather's worshiping the goddess Selena, so it's we can play here.
It was a tractor accident on the farm.
Oh my god. Could it be that that because they can only see like half of them see me one way, half of them see the other way. So can I make it to where they only see half of a person standing there? So it's just like one leg magically walking around.
Oh my god.
And one arm and just side of the face, and they don't even see a second half of me.
Your human and elf genes literally just split down the middle of you. And that's
Yes.
like the one half is elf, one half.
Yes, that's how I'm gonna do it.
I mean that's funny, the head thing, but like otherwise it would get into like then only half of you would be able to not fall asleep and half of you would be able to walk on snow and shit like that.
Oh no, half of me fell asleep and half of me not there.
the sleep spell went on you and everything. You were half of me on the sleep.
Where did we left off with our character making? You told us to get spells. You have
Yes.
spells.
So yep, we're ready.
And then you have to tell us how to fucking play this game.
I just want you guys to have a little bit of an idea of what you're doing and what you're going to be looking at while we're playing. Oh, and also I want to tell you guys about the way that we're going to play. I found something that's way better. It is a website called Roll20.net, and you guys will just have to make profiles on there.
Okay.
Yeah, like literally all it needs is your email and your name kind of thing. But then I'll be able to link you guys into the game, and I have. Wait till you guys see it. Like I have it all worked out. Like it's gonna be fun and immersive, and like I've created all these maps, and I have music and tokens for all your characters that you'll be able to move and keep track of hit points and stuff. Like it's gonna be pretty fun.
You're gonna be like the head game maker on the Hunger Games.
I am. I can't wait to find new ways to try and kill you guys. It's gonna be great. Okay, cool. So do you guys want to first tell me? I know you sent me some pictures, Steven. But like, what spells did you guys end up going with?
So I had to get 4 catnips and 3.
I thought it was a catnip too at first. I was like, catnip.
Absolutely.
So I decided to go, and don't criticize these if they're not great, because I already know I'm a weak-ass elf. I was rewatching the video and was reminded that you tell me I'm just weak, so.
You're a very powerful sorcerer. You just don't have very many hit points. You're just not able to take a lot of damage, which is why, because you're a backline fighter. You're a distance fighter. Like you're going to be throwing spells at people that are going to decimate them. It's just you need.
Guys, I'm back here. It's cool. I got you.
Well, no, look at that.
It's fine.
I had a dream last night that I was like fighting. Like, okay, so Nathan has been a server before, a bartender. Steven, have you ever served a bartender?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like you never stop having dreams about serving ever. And I had one last night where I was working at Chili's and all the people at my table wanted filtered water, like fancy water. And I was like, you guys do realize you're at Chili's? And they tried to fight me. And in the dream, I was like, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck you, what the fuck? And I woke up like ready to scrap. Jason's like, what the fuck is that? I was like, what? That being said, I would love to be the fighter on this team. I would love to fuck people up in a tank.
And you, Steven.
Yes.
What spells did you have?
Okay.
What are you going with?
Category is Firebolt.
Nice.
For my second one, I've decided to go with The Shape of Water, but not having sex with that fish man.
Such a good movie.
My third one will be Frostbite. So I'm
Okay.
almost ready to summon Captain Planet.
Oh, it has disadvantage after that too. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I like
I don't
it.
know what that means, but yay. My last one will be Acid Splash,
Nice.
which
I wish
makes
I
it
had
sound like I'm going to make the group do acid and we'll figure out what to do next, I guess.
Splash. Go to a
You
water
guys-
park.
It's gay days. Like,
That's sweet. Those sound like cool starters.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then my first levels, I decided to absorb some elements.
That's a great one. Yeah,
Oh,
that's really
good.
good. Yeah.
Good. I decided to go with my chaos neutral side and do a chaos bolt.
Very nice.
And I am going to be able to disguise myself.
That's cool too. Very nice.
I can burn you, wrap you in water, freeze you, and melt you. I
Done.
think I'm good.
That's like
You got
all
it
of the
covered.
above.
And you can absorb the elements, so if somebody tries to hit you with some fire or something like that, you can take less damage and then use that
Send it.
against them. Yeah.
I'll give you a bottle of wine for all the editing.
+5 is ridiculously good. That's because your AC is what, 11, 10? Its AC is like in the middle there. It's armor class, toward the top.
I'm 11.
You're doing.
All right. So for my spells, wait, that's not it. Please hold. Okay. So I had to do 3 cantrips and 3 first level spells. So my 3 cantrips, I went with your advice, dear Dungeon Master, because you know way more than we do. I did Spare the Dying.
That's a great one to have, just because when characters die or
I can
about to
spare
die,
them.
you can spare them. Literally, Howard. So, yeah.
And then I also did Mending as
Nice.
well.
I almost did that one.
And then I did Word of Radiance. So, and tell me if any of these spells will not work, or not work, but just like if it's out of the range.
Yeah.
So the first spell I did was Shield of Faith.
Yes, you totally should have that one. you totally can, and you totally should.
Is that gonna save people from harming Selena?
Yes,
Or-
it will.
Yeah,
If
that-
people
that- yeah.
try,
That gives you, it's a bonus action, so you can use that, and it's a concentration spell. So you can just, when you enter into battle, you can just do Shield of Faith on yourself, and you have a +2 AC, and then you can keep it up while you're hitting people. And on your same turn, you can be like, Shield of Faith on me, and then go hit somebody with something.
so like if somebody says the Selena Netflix series was better than the Selena movie, I can just throw up that Shield of Faith and like they die. Suck it. And then my second first level spell is Cure Wounds.
Very good. Definitely great to have.
Cure the wounds, make it a
Awesome.
better place. And then my third first level spell is Charm Person.
Ooh.
And
I love
3
it.
first level spells. Back to you, Steven.
Wow, thank you, Heather, for that wonderful information. We're going to be right back from a commercial from our sponsor.
Nobody.
Nobody. From our sponsor, you?
The wine that is now gone. Dungeons and Dragons became a thing in what, like the 80s? I want to say is that when it was invented, or was it before
I
then?
want to say it was like, I want to say it was long before then. I want to say 70s, maybe? 60s, 70s?
It's just crazy because it's like so elaborate. Because if you think about like, there's really nothing like it. Because if you think about just like, I mean, so it's funny because in my life, because I'm such a good Christian woman, I've only had 3 boyfriends. So my first real love of my life, he and his family, they were obsessed with Settlers of Catan. So they would get together like every holiday and play Settlers, and I would just sit there. I'm like, I don't understand what is happening.
That
And
game was a
then-
lot.
It's a lot. So yeah, they played Settlers, and then my second boyfriend before I met Jason played Warhammer. So like he would go to there was a place off of Colonial 436, and he would like sit in this room with these like, just when you think of like stereotypical like mom's basement nerds, and he would be like the most attractive one out of all of them, but they would play Warhammer, and like he put so much money into this, like the figurines and like painting them and like the scenery, and I'm like, this is insane. Like, so Jason's been the only guy I've ever dated that has not been into like a tabletop or an RPG, like a game like this.
Is it going to be ironic that you're going to be the one into it now?
I know, right? But definitely, like,
oh, you're going to be the one on the list.
Right? And like Settlers of Catan, like that one was, or Catan, that one wasn't like as like Warhammer. Like he spent like hundreds of dollars on the sets and the little things, and they would like it and I never understood like what it was like.
Because there's a place in Fashion Square Mall that is like Nerd Kingdom, where they have all these tables set up with like 3-dimensional trees messing around, and I always go in there and I was like, I kind of want to just build one of these real quick and leave. I don't want to
just buy
wild magic. Bum, 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 bum.
Did you just make that song up?
You know, it's Wild Thing. Wild Thing.
Like,
dun, dun,
wow, you're
dun,
really
dun,
good.
dun.
You make my spells sling.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What rhymes with magic?
Tragic.
Magic.
Oh, no. Dum, dum, dum. Your future's tragic. Bum, 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 bum. You make every logic.
Cabbage.
Magic.
Anyway.
Let's start at the very beginning.
A very good place to start.
Yes. In honor of the dude who just died.
Oh, bless.
Okay. Walk us through day one.
Okay.
You have backstories. We're going to be like, yo, I'm Howie. I was disfigured in an accident involving an ostrich, and that's why I have a wooden foot in one ear. And then, my dragon homie right here. We are all in an AA meeting, so that's why we're here. But then somebody tried to fight us, so we're like, bitch. They stole Heather's phone. Let's go get it. We're gonna follow him through the woods.
Stole my phone.
What?
My good prepaid phone.
In this world, people are gonna be like, "What's a phone? A phone? Are
my
you trained?"
sorcery allows me to see into the future.
Yep.
Actually, there's a thing called I can't remember the actual name of it, but it's called like it's like a seer stone or something like that actually lets you communicate between the two stones. So you could have had one of those like that to your family, and you lost your seer stone, so you had to get somebody's stone. They had to go get them. Okay, well, yeah. So you're gonna have your backgrounds starting off, and everybody's gonna have their backgrounds too, which like I said, like the backgrounds that these guys are putting into them are pretty cool, like pretty like the ones that I know of so far. So like, put a little thought into it. I would say, like, I would suggest to give yourself. Also, if you look at, I'll send you guys the picture of the map of that we're gonna be playing in, like the little country that we're gonna be in. Because if you wanted to make your backstory like involve one of those cities, and that's where you came from or something, then I'll be able to use your backstories to create adventures in the future where we'll end up meeting your family or your long lost friends and or enemies and stuff like that. So
we can have a Maury moment with my parents.
Papa, is that you?
Yep. Papa, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, but so anyway, so those we're gonna I'll send you the information too about where we are. It's a city called Hupperduke is where we're starting.
Hupperduke.
It's actually a pretty cool city. It's an HUPPERDOOK.
Oh, like Duke.
Hupperduke.
I'm gonna say the same thing. Like
I know, I heard it too. I thought it'd be...
As in the Green Day album, not a fecal movement. Shut up, Steven. I'm Heather. Oh my god, no, Heather of Hupperduke. That is like meant to be Heather Hupperduke.
But that can't be your dragon name.
That could be my drag name, Heather Hupperduke.
You know what's funny? It's actually this city.
Heather Hupperduke.
In the book describing the city, one of the suggested adventures that they have is literally that there's a huge drag show going on, and your characters either have to be part of the drag show or like guard the drag show.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a thing that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I have a disguise self spell.
Yeah, you do.
Welcome to the namesake.
Welcome to the namesake. Category is.
And we can have it be that like they all met up because they all heard that there was some coin to be made in something, or who knows, like they're all looking for work, and so, okay, you guys are a group of people now, come with me, I'll show you, or something like that.
I love it.
We met in orientation.
We did.
Yeah, exactly. And became lifelong friends. So that's how the game will start out. And, we'll be telling the story. You guys will meet characters. You guys will all be able to introduce yourself to each other. So the first time we play, it's basically going to be like a, hey, everybody, like, you can kind of all go around and everybody will have a chance to say who the character is and why they're there. And then the story will start. Like, I'll tell you what's going on, what's happening, what characters you meet. I'll play any characters that you guys talk to, and you guys can do whatever the hell you want. Like, it's okay, we're doing this. I mean, there is a storyline to follow, but you guys can talk to whomever you want. You can stop and get a drink at the pub if you want. You can do this and that. You can start fights. You can help people. You can not help people. You can do whatever you want.
I have a feeling in the beginning I will be kind and not try to go too crazy, but then once established, shit's gonna get weird. Can our characters fully die?
Yes. That is the thing. Like, it's fun, but your characters can't. I mean,
what happens when we die?
I was gonna say, what happens when you die? Do you you're not in the game anymore?
You can make a new character, and then we'll bring you in, like, as a new member of the team. Like, you'd have to create a whole new character, and then I come up with a storyline reason for them to join crew. But I mean, oh my gosh, Steven, your eyes turn into the background sometimes.
Do they really?
Another just thing to know about the turns that we take. Every turn is like 6 seconds.
We don't have to be like, oh shit, I got throw a fireball, and then you go, you only got. It's just every time we do something, it counts as 6 seconds.
Exactly. Every turn that you take is 6 seconds long, because this is all supposedly like they attacked you, and all this is like happening at the same time.
I'm sorry, but there's a lady walking in front of my house right now, walking her dog, and the top of her shirt says, "Don't piss off old people." And I can't see what it saw underneath it. But I was like,
"Go back with me, fellas! I own 51% of this company."
Sorry, we can attack with weapons or spells, then we can...
or you can dash, and that's like what I said, like, it's just basically you can't do anything else, but you can run twice as far. You can disengage, which means, okay, so if you're next to somebody and you just hit him with a hammer or a sword or something, and you want to run away, so...
What was the poet that said, "Don't start no shit, there won't be no shit"?
I think that was DMX Von Counterberry.
Yes. I shall reference him often in our travels.
So, you can be creative. I want you to be creative. If you do something cool, if you're like, I'm running past a fruit stand, I pick up a tomato and huck it at him as I go for an attack or something like that, the tomato's not going to hurt him at all, but I'll definitely be like, sure, roll for
pasta sauce.
Yeah.
So here's the question. So there's going to be what, 6 of us?
Yeah.
Say we do that whole rolly thing. Heather gets to go first. She's like, I'm going to punch the punk ass bitch, right? So then, could I in that same turn be like, well, I'm leaving, buddy. I'm not getting involved in dash? Or
you would have to wait till your turn to do it.
Right, but I can in our group. If say I was second, I could dash and be like, "Good luck, bitch."
Bye.
I need to be over there to cast my spell because I'll be safe.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well, you can also every turn you can move first, and then you can do an action. Yeah. Like if you were dying and you were close to the bad guys, and then it would be like I'm gotta get the fuck out of Dodge, and I'm gonna dash 12 squares away.
All right. So what's our next? Our next step is what? Like
the next step is gonna be. Did you guys get the Facebook Messenger?
Yes.
It's just basically checking in there. I'm gonna create like a poll on there for next weekend because that'll be like after Martha's back in. It'll be like probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna be like, who's available what night, and then it'll just be playing. I'll send you guys the links for the Roll20 website, and if you just want to create a profile on there. Then, like, when we actually play, there's like a link that I can send to the Facebook Messenger group, and you just click that, and it asks, join game.
Cool. Oh my god, I have a -1 in history. Damn it.
Where are we from?
Where were you? What?
Yeah, I have
What happened back then?
I remember one in investigation, which in real life, I have like at least a plus 100 in investigation because I will
True.
find out what your man did before you were together and why he did it.
I have -1 in intelligence.
Oh,
Steven.
I mean,
for history
there's-
and investigation.
there's difference between intelligence and wisdom. Talking over each other, we all know that this is a thing. But playing a game, it's a little bit easier to not, because it's not just opinions. You know what I mean? Like it's it's one of those. It can be challenging when there's that many voices trying to say stuff, but everybody should be good about it. Everybody's actors.
Podcast, so.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, well, that was another successful episode of Dungeons and Dumb Dumbs.
Dungeons and Dumb
I'd
Dumbs.
say.
I guess until we
Until we
see
meet
you
again.
in Humperduke.
So we embark on an adventure.
Yeah, bark, woof woof. Oh, this is when I can add in the dog noises. Embark in an adventure.
Oh yeah. Bark, 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 bark.
All right, well, bye everybody.
All right, bye.
Bye.